Singing in the rain. When storms come into your life, you should dance through them. Kirk and Kim are here from 3 key elements. What are we talking about here? We're talking about making something positive and moving through a hard situation?
Yeah, you know, everybody has problems.
Oh, yeah.
And there tends to be a movement like they're trying to get rid of all their problems, but another problem shows up in their life. So what we brought for you today is some techniques of how to get through the storms, how to get through problems. Because have we got rid of all of our problems in our life?
No.
We actually have better quality problems
Yes.
than we did years ago.
So should you have a positive attitude or hunker down?
Positive attitude definitely gets the sunshine going, but you know what, if you're in the middle of a storm though, you can do some things that will help you get through the storm.
Okay, I love it. What are they?
Okay, so right off, there's something as couples, and this has saved our marriage seriously.
We've had some good storms in our
We've had
marriage.
some knockdown, drag out moments in our life, massive storms, like really, really massive storms. And we got to just show you, it's super simple, but it makes a big difference in people's lives.
Can I just say that I love that they admit that?
I know, because I mean, every couple right now is going, well, us too.
Like,
It happens.
Sometimes I upset her. Sometimes I do
Now
things.
and then.
Well, you
There's
are a
just a
boy.
few- yeah,
That happens. You're a man.
Like,
we're
what are you
trying
thinking?
to figure
You
out
know?
me as a man. I'm trying to figure out this whole woman world, and I got 3 over here and one here, and so you guys understand that us guys make mistakes, don't we?
Sure.
Yes.
Well, I tried to be nice right there. I was like, well,
So what do you do when you're in that storm?
So check this out. This happens often. Where
Like,
this
really?
is,
Is he
She's
saying
irritated.
this is
Her
the
arms
this
are
is the
crossed.
scene. This is the scene. I'm sitting here going, what am I supposed to do? How do I fix this situation? And guys mess this up by trying to talk. And really what you ought to do, men, is this. If you can turn on some music, it's awesome. But if you can't, what you need to do is just slowly get close. Don't run away. If you ever have problems in a marriage or a relationship, don't run away. You got to stay there, and you gently, softly touch shoulder area just to let them know everything's going to be totally fine, calm. And what you want to slowly do is move in, and you want to just like have this little dance that you do with them. Just to get a sway.
You're starting a barely little sway.
Just a sway. And this is how the sway works. A little bit to the left.
wait,
a little bit to the right.
Kim's face is changing.
A little bit to the left. Because when there's rhythm.
I'm still not totally sure yet.
I know.
Yeah.
You know what I already like about it? It shows that he's trying
Yes.
already. He's
That's the
trying.
thing.
He's making an effort.
To get through the storm, we got to get into rhythm with each other. We have to like get into some connection here. And when you're trying to work the language and try and talk, guys and women, we mess it up all the time trying to talk it out. Sometimes you got to just sway. And
All
move
right.
to the left, move
Keep
to the
your
right.
mouth shut
Keep
and
your
your
mouth
body
shut
moving.
and keep your body moving.
What happens at the end of the swing?
Okay, at the end of sway, what usually happens is when you start to sway, she turns around, and then it turns into like a full-on dance moment.
Oh.
So when the storm happens, dance through the rain. And so and you turn it into a dance, and you just keep swaying.
And there doesn't need to be talking.
No talking.
Okay, I was going to say that probably decreases the swearing.
You mess it up.
That would happen when you're really in a storm. So then just keep,
And there has been times I've had to just completely keep my mouth just shut.
She's got to keep her mouth shut. I
Whatever
gotta keep
would
my
come
mouth
out would be
shut.
really not nice.
You're right.
The secret behind this is the rhythm. To get through problem is an out of a rhythm experience, and so to get through problems, you got to get yourself back into rhythm.
Into the same sync with
Well,
each
you know
other.
what I love
Get
what you
into
said
rhythm.
too is if you're having a problem, don't run away. And I have that fight, flight.
Yeah.
If I'm
Yeah.
mad, I
Wanna
want to
take
leave
off.
the room. I
Yeah.
want to go.
Me too.
And it doesn't help the situation. I mean, sometimes it helps me to not talk for a minute, but then you're not really connecting.
If the other person doesn't want to sway, what do you do if you're on a different page at that moment?
Okay, you stay in the same room though, because what happens is if you both are upset and one leaves, then it tells your subconscious that you're right, and and then you're here in the spot, and then you know the delay that it takes for you to get back together. If you can stay close proximity with each other and just let things simmer, let it simmer, and if one of you will just sit there and just go, okay, I got to start to just sway for just a little bit, because it creates rhythm. Rhythm pulls things back together.
Well, and a smile. It's going to make you smile a little bit
does.
in a
How do
moment
you-
that you don't think you can.
Yeah.
That's true.
And I bet one is better than the other at doing this, but then if you work it out and keep doing it, then maybe you can both start to work on something
and
like
that's
this.
true.
At our house one time we were having a spat.
And it was loud.
And we were having this major spat, and all of a sudden in the kitchen, this slow dance music starts playing. And we look at each other, and I reach over.
No way.
Our son turned the music on.
He knows your technique.
He knows the
I
techniques.
love it.
And he wanted y'all to be good again.
So we
And then
started
we
giggling,
quit-
and we were like heat of the moment, and we
quit
started
arguing,
giggling, and we
and
started
then he
dancing.
comes around the corner and we're slow dancing, and he just goes like this.
Do
like,
you two
"Good
have
job."
a song that would be your go-to song?
We have.
We have
we have a couple.
We have a few.
Yeah,
What
we
would
have
yours
two.
be? What would you
You
turn
know
on
what?
for Matthew?
Lately, he's been obsessed with Coldplay, and I like Coldplay too. So maybe some Coldplay song.
Richard Marx, Right Here Waiting for You.
Oh.
That,
Ours
already,
is-
that always gets me crying.
Ours
That's a
is
good one.
Beneath You're Beautiful. Is that what it's called?
Oh, I love that
That's
one.
a great
that one
song
too.
too.
Okay.
How do we get your stuff?
Well,
3 key elements.
For other tips and techniques, go to 3keyelements.com. Go there and just check us out. And we have events all the time throughout the Valley. And we teach some really great pieces about connecting and staying together. It's awesome.
Scott and I might be on Dancing with the Stars after this is all over.
Nisha's the one, by the way, that doesn't want to be
dance
touched. So
our
that's
way
why she's like,
through.
what if I don't want to be touched?
If
And
you
Scott's
have a
mad.
problem, get back into
Well, let's
rhythm.
sway. That was
love
great,
that,
you
Get
guys.
back into
Love
rhythm.
it.